Well, it's finally almost springtime in Alaska, and that means bears. And I've had bears on my property, both brown and black, before, and that was before I had all this lovely, lovely biomass here. So I'm gonna do everything I can to deter bears, and I'll talk about what I'm doing here. Alaska law allows me to shoot a bear in defense of life or property. I don't really want to have to do that, mainly because you then have to report it to the state. And at least anecdotally, half the time the troopers show up, they're total assholes, and they'll find some reason to give you a ticket or blame you, even if you're totally harmless. You didn't do anything except defend your property. So I think anytime I can avoid government agents coming onto my land and finding reasons to give me a ticket or give me a criminal citation, I'm gonna do everything I can to avoid that. So one of the things I'm doing here is I just kind of half-assedly put this radio here, and I'm just gonna have it on talk radio sports.
It is amazing.
What I don't
Over
really care
100
about,
vendors.
but I believe and I hope that the sound of a human voice will help deter bears. So that's one thing I'm doing. Secondly, I've got my electric fence going here. I've got the first and second rung electrified. The bottom rung is still too frozen. It's under the snow, so I can't do anything about that. So if they try to stick their nose in there or climb over, I'm hoping they'll get a shock. It would be better if the electric fence was actually on this side of the fence, but then it wouldn't deter the cattle. Third, other than the animals themselves and the hay, I don't keep any feed at all outside. There's no grain, there's no anything like that, dog food, anything like that at all. And I'm very conscious of that. Fourth, I take my trash to the dump a couple times a week at least, if not more. So make sure there's no trash here. All that being said, there's obviously a lot of cattle here and there's a lot of calves here, and if a bear wants to get in here and eat them, it will. And the only thing you can do at that point is shoot the damn thing. Alaska's 393 million acres, plus or minus. All I'm asking is the bears stay off my 18 and a half. And I'm gonna do everything I can to deter them. But if they show up, you can only hope you get there quick enough, because as far as I'm concerned, a man has the right to defend his property against varmints. And if a bear shows up and starts eating my stock, it needs to get shot in the head. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. Like I said, I'm doing everything I can to avoid it. I don't want the hassle. I don't want to have to shoot a bear, but it's certainly an issue here in Alaska. And holy crap, look how much snow there is. I'm up to my knees. This is just total bullshit. Cannot wait for this to go. Let me get out of this hole. Anyways, I'll turn this radio on and, just keep an eye on things. All right, bye.